Hi guys, welcome in. I thought about how to start this reading 100 times, and I was like, every intro that comes out of my mouth just felt weird and cheesy and gimmicky. So we're just gonna get straight into your reading. If you clicked on this, whether it's the title that brought you here, you just felt drawn, like some sort of mystical essence brought you here. You floated down, You float down, floated down, you know what I mean, on some sort of fairy dust to get to my reading. However you arrived here at this place, buckle in. I was going to do one of my zodiac readings, and instead of doing that, Spirit was like, I got a message for you, and I was like, okay. So, jumping straight into this, I don't even know what the title's gonna be yet. So if the title brought you here, that's gonna be interesting because that'll be a problem for future me. Something strange is going on here with you guys. Whoever this message is for, whatever collective this is for, right off the bat, I'm gonna say this right now, this is really giving ancestors, ancestral guides, and a lot of my readings lately that I've done have been about ancestors, so I'm not entirely surprised there. But there's just like, so the first vision that I got, let me get my thoughts together. They're trying to bring in more things, and I'm like, hold on. The first thing that I saw was someone dropping something down on a train track. So the train track itself was like below, like down below. So it's kind of like there's this platform that you're on and the train is down below. So someone drops something down on the track. It could be different for everybody. What they showed me was a penny for some reason, and I'm not 100% sure why, but they showed me a penny originally. But it won't be the same for everyone, okay? Pennies might have some sort of significance for you. Might be a connection to a past loved one. That's a pretty common sign of passed on loved ones. I'm just feeling something about this penny is like super important. It was like a head side up penny. And what happened was that someone dropped it, and literally no thought in their mind as to there's a train coming, like nothing. They just jumped right down in there. It was like someone acted on instinct. It could be you. You guys may have acted on instinct for some reason. And then what happened was, and it was a woman that I was seeing, had heard the sound and then saw the light in front of the train, like the light on the very front, that one like headlight or multiple headlights, whatever it is. I saw it as one big light, and then realized, like the sensory, like heard it and then saw the light, and then the moment of realization where you literally see the light, and then that person was like, oh my god. And then it was so frightening being in that moment, like incredibly frightening, because that feeling, like sometimes when I'm thrown into some sort of like vision, it becomes so realistic. And my cat's behind me hanging out. Yeah. It's just so realistic. And so that's kind of the majority of it, and I felt that fear kind of like course through me. And I was just, oh my god. It was crazy. It was the craziest thing, like witnessing that, or feeling like I was in that moment, witnessing it, that like sudden realization where, again, it's like you are trying to get something that is so important to you. You're trying to hold something near and dear that's so important to you. It seems like the penny, for some reason, represents something that is important to you. And then dropping the penny, not thinking about the repercussions of that, not thinking about the reality of the situation. And for whatever reason, I think this is kind of highlighting attachment to something. Like, your attachment is to the wrong thing. It's misguided. Does that make sense? Whereas like whatever that penny represents is not something like tangible that, so like if the penny represents a person, let's say like someone who's passed on, the penny is this reminder for you. And maybe through your attachment and not wanting to lose something or lose a specific person, there's that like, I need this item because this is that person to me, or this is that thing, like it represents this in my life. And it's almost like it defeats the purpose, because you're so attached to that item that you are ignoring something as big as like your own life or your own healing journey. Like, I think this is a huge lesson on attachment, or rather detachment, which was coming in the other day as well. So I'm like, again, not super surprised that we're sitting here talking about it. But this is some sort of symbolism about attachment, like being so attached to something that you are willing to risk your life. You just don't think it through. You don't think about the consequences. You're just so like enveloped in your emotions in the way that you believe that something is worthwhile, or that something is, again, like of value to you. And not to say that it's not, but it's almost like the item itself isn't going to fix a situation or bring somebody back if you've lost somebody in your life, whether that's through, you know, they've transitioned from this world to whatever it is that you believe in, the afterlife, or if it's just that it's more of a symbolism for like you've just lost somebody, you no longer have them in your life. But this is some sort of something about attachment or detachment, like I said. And that moment was so scary. And I really think like that's what I heard next was like, and then you saw the light, or and then they saw the light. So again, that giant light makes me feel like, you guys, this is going to be multiple things. Take what resonates, leave the rest if it doesn't. For some of you, what I'm getting is that this is a near-death experience that you've like actually had. And it may not be that it's as dramatic as you actually drop something in front of a train. If that was the case, so glad you're still here with us. That's insane. But I'm getting more so that like this could be a near-death experience in a way that through your attachment to something, or through your kind of like misguided focus on something, right? You've put something up on a pedestal. I'm hearing like you've idolized something so much that it is quite literally taking away from the fact that you are alive right now and well, and that you may have a different path to lead or to live, and you refuse to live it because you are so focused on what you have deemed to be important, what you have deemed to be necessary, what you're attached to. Like, you can't live the life that maybe the universe has for you, because it's almost like without realizing it, in some sort of subconscious or unconscious way, you have closed all other doors of opportunity because you are so just like it bullseye on this one thing. Like, that's it. It's just like this one thing, like this thing, and no other thing can possibly, you know what I'm saying? It's like you just hone in on it so much that it distorts your perception of everything else. So for some of you, this was like a near-death experience where maybe you were so caught up in something, and maybe like, you know, if you've ever been like driving and almost got into an accident because your mind is somewhere else, like while you're driving, it's giving that type of energy. Like, and then you saw the light. It's like something brought you near death, or something got you pretty scared for your life in some way, shape, or form. Like, actually did it, not just symbolically, but actually brought you to that point where you were scared for a moment and kind of saw your life flash before your eyes. And that is you seeing the light, going like, oh my God, I'm not living to my fullest. Like, I'm putting all my energy into XYZ, and it shouldn't be there because I'm eliminating everything else because I've just narrowed it down to this. And that could go for so many different things in your life. So again, please take it as it resonates and just kind of like as it applies. It'll be so different for every person. And then there's another group of you. There's a bunch of them that are coming in here. It's just like, where there is a really, again, so everything that I say from this moment forward, please excuse me if I am mispronouncing something. Please excuse me if I am speaking on something incorrectly. Like, I am just channeling what's coming through to me right now, and I don't mean to be insensitive or inconsiderate in any type of way, so please gently correct me if I am mispronouncing or misunderstanding something XYZ, okay? But what I am hearing is is it Navajo or Navajo? I'm not sure, again, the pronunciation of this, but indigenous ancestors is what's coming through really strongly for me. And there's also, I was like, what does that sound? My cat's climbing things in the background, so you might hear him. Yeah, like, again, this is like, what I'm getting is the sense of someone actually has passed. And I'm getting this sense that someone in your lineage, I feel like the person in question that has passed was an elder. But the ancestors that are coming through to me feel like they go way beyond that, but it's more so just like, when I'm talking about anything that comes out of my mouth next, this is a line of people, a line of ancestors that I'm getting, that what I'm hearing is walks between realms. That's what I'm hearing. Walks between realms. So I'm feeling this more like this is something that happens for everyone. And a lot of times I feel like it's like more one gender over the other. Like a lot of times it'll be more so throughout the women in a certain type of family, but this feels like whoever resonates with this, your whole family is gifted. Like your whole family is gifted to some degree, to some level. So and I'm just feeling this sense of like, it's coming through as comfort, like to not mourn somebody or to, I mean, grieve and mourn the way that, you know, you feel works best for you. But what I'm really getting is you don't need to fear for somebody, or you do not need to worry. Like, there's this sense of gentleness and, oh, I was like, what is that? My cat. There's a sense of gentleness and, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's just also, Spirit, give me the words here. Gentleness, peace, serenity. It's very soft. And that's the way that this person's passing is coming through, is almost a sense of, hey, don't fear, don't fret, don't worry yourself. Like, don't place yourself in this kind of whirlwind of negative or like all-consuming emotions, because I get this sense that the ancestors are coming through and they're just kind of like taking that elder, that grandparent most likely, or great-grandparent or something, and they're just kind of gently moving them and helping them transition. It feels like something honestly really beautiful. And I get this sense with the walks between realms that, again, this is something that everyone in that line of people can do. So it's like, even if I don't even think that you guys are necessarily mediums. You're probably like intuitive or, you know, very maybe like psychically inclined, but I don't feel like you guys are mediums. I feel like this is something to say that, like, the life that this elder lived in this life, it's almost like I want to say it's nothing compared to the amazing things that they are going to do in the afterlife or in their next life. Because again, walks between realms. It just is so beautiful. Like, it seems so, but again, it's like, but the point here is like the symbolism, right? Going back to the penny, is like the penny for some of you might be, wait, I don't know how to live without this person. I don't know how to be without them. I don't know how to exist without them. And I read something in a book today, in one of the books I'm reading, just fiction for fun. And it was like, excuse me, that throat chakra. It was something like, when a person leaves this world, like, it's not just that you are missing them and that they cease to exist in your life, but that the world that you have built around them, the world that you have built with them, where they have been like sewn into the fabric of that life and of that world itself also ceases to exist. So it's not just a person transitions and they're not in your life anymore, that world that you created also ceases to exist and is no longer there. So it's this insane abrupt change, this roller coaster of like all these different facets of your life changing at once. And I feel like I have had a lot of energies of ancestors, grief, death, whether symbolic or real. Like, a lot of these themes keep coming up over and over and over again. And this is one of those things that I was just like, wow, like blown away. So walks between realms, it's almost like you don't have to worry, because that person as well, since they can walk between realms, that they are, it's almost like they become this like free flowing, like wispy, whimsy type of energy that just can be wherever it wants to be. So they're around you all the time. If you're actually dealing with someone who's passed, they're around you all the time. Like, please do not stop living your life just because someone has passed. Like, live in honor of them. That person, that elder, for whoever this group is of people, will always be there. Walks between realms. To me, I have the ability to be anywhere that I want at any point, at any time. Whenever you need me, I'm gonna be there. Whenever you need me, even if you don't know that you need me, I'm gonna be there. And so I feel like death is almost like an honorable thing. This is something that has like honor and something that has like pride. And again, it's like it feels like in this culture, in this at least lineage or line of people, death is an honor. Like, they lived a life, they had children, there are grandchildren, like, or even if there isn't a lot, like a big family, it's like you left a legacy. Like, people knew you to be this certain type of thing. Like, you made an influence, you made an impact on the world. And as long as you lived your life to the fullest, like, that's what I'm getting a lot here. Like, that person lived their life to the fullest. They had such a rich and colorful life. Like, they're leaving feeling like they really did something. They really completed something. They're happy about that. There's peace there. And I feel like this is saying, like, and you should feel peace too, because now they are quite literally free from their bodies. That's what I feel so strongly, is they are actually free from their bodies. And there is nothing to be afraid of. Not anymore. So there's multiple different things going on here. Whoever resonates with those, hope you resonate. That was feeling like almost like 2 to 3 very different circumstances. I'm gonna pull some cards. I'm gonna see what other information comes out for you guys. See what's going on, because like, what? Like what? I don't know. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do, I kind of think I want to do the shaman's dream, mayhaps. Let's do this one. Let's see if anything comes out of here, because I also have another one I might want to use, which is the Akashic Tarot. Let's see. I don't really know. I'm just winging it. I'm just winging it. Ah, no. What is happening here? No. Stop. It's like so flippin' rude. Alright, what can you tell me about this? Or these channeled messages, rather, because what is happening? What other information does the collective need to know? Okay. What else does the collective need to know? Jeez. Sacred Contract is the first card. Sorry about the glare. Sacred Contract. Ooh, okay. This is going back to the whole thing about you have like something to do, or like you have like opportunities and things in your life, but you have closed out all other avenues because you're so like hooked on one of them. That's who we're talking to right now, is this person. Because then we have confidence in your magic. So I feel like you guys are saying no to something more so out of fear. That's what it feels like here. Like you're saying no to something out of fear. What is it? Why are you saying no? 7 and then a 37 breaking down to a 10. Confidence in your magic. I feel like you're saying no to something out of fear. Do you fear that you cannot accomplish it? It's kind of what I'm feeling. It's like you feel like you can't accomplish something, or you're afraid that you can't. You're afraid of failure. You're afraid of rejection. I feel like some anger coming through too. Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. You guys are, I really feel like this group of people, you guys are stopping yourself from doing something because you're afraid for some reason. You're afraid of the outcome, or of failing, or of judgment. Like, whatever it is, you guys are just afraid of something. You guys are afraid of something. I don't know what it is, but y'all are afraid of something, because experiencing life as it comes makes me feel like, again, I feel like there's this kind of sort of like anger coming through, and it's not necessarily like anger from spirit, but it's more so like spirit's like, how do I word this? There's so much that you're here to do, to accomplish, to become. And instead of you guys actually doing it, you are so afraid of whatever it is, rejection, judgment, failure, acceptance. I don't know. Like, maybe you're afraid that if it goes well, you won't be able to keep it up or something. But there's this just crazy energy of like, you're holding yourself back from the thing that you're supposed to do just because you are afraid of something. You are afraid of something. Why? What is going on? Confidence in your magic. It's like, why are you holding yourself back? I feel like a part of this too with experiencing life as it comes is saying like, you have this thing that you're meant to do, and it's almost like all roads lead to blank. Like all roads lead to this place. So experience life as it comes. Like, as long as you're trying, as long as you are taking a step forward, you're putting yourself out there, you're attempting, as long as you're like at least attempting something, then it doesn't matter what the outcome is. Like, you're just showing up as you and doing your best, right? And eventually, no matter if there is judgment or failure along the way or whatever the case is, eventually you're gonna find that like sweet spot. You're gonna find that point where like X marks the spot, right? Of like, all roads lead to blank. You're gonna find it anyway. So it's like, you can either sit here and just think about how scary it is, or you can just kind of do it and get over it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, rising above the fray. You have to overcome that fear. What are you like so afraid of, dude? Rising above the fray and balancing act. I feel like you guys are afraid of what the outcome is gonna look like. Like, maybe you're like, oh, okay, like if I do that, then I have to keep it up. Like, I have to keep the charades up. I feel like you guys are afraid that this is giving imposter syndrome. I'm not gonna lie. This is really giving imposter syndrome. And look at that, 18 breaking down to a 9 and a 9. 9, 9. The balancing act. But rising above the fray is like, you just kind of have to suck up and do it anyway. Like, you're in this place right now, if you feel like this, where you're like, again, you're on the wrong track. Like, go back to the penny. Like, you're focusing on the wrong thing. You're focusing on the wrong thing. And I think if you do that, your life is going to fly by and you're not even going to know how you got there. Unhappily, might I add. You're focusing on the wrong thing. You really are. You're just focusing on the wrong thing. I'm sorry, but you are. And it may not necessarily be the wrong thing if it's like a goal that you want or whatever, but it's more so like you're focusing on the wrong aspect of it. Oh, I'm actually not 100% sure what this card is. Watchers, transpersonal. It is giving ancestors. Look, lost in space, needing direction as well. Needing direction, new beginnings under this. Needing direction. Another 9, a 36, so breaking down to a 9 again. And then transpersonal. I kind of want to read this one. This is giving ancestors. So I kind of want to read this really quickly. Oh, and earlier I was seeing a stag too. So I kind of want to look that up and see what that's all about. But I'm going to do this first. Hold on. All right, so serendipity, the observer and the witness, transpersonal. When watchers appear, it's an invitation to stop doing. Right, this is my point. It's almost like you're trying too hard that it's leading you in the opposite direction. Like, stop trying to do the right thing and try just existing happily. Just follow your bliss. Okay? Pause, get off of the treadmill, take a deep breath. Find the witness within, the one who can observe the fire and fury happening around you, but is not caught in any of the drama. So again, taking this outside perspective, maybe meditating. I feel like a lot of people get annoyed when I say this, but meditating really is top tier, okay? The time is right to step back. If you have a thought or an opinion, keep it to yourself right now. If you have a feeling that needs to be expressed, do it in the shower. Do not engage with the action happening around you. Simply observe it. Watchers show up to direct your attention to the horizon and away from the anthill in front of you. Others might think that you are simply doing nothing, but let them know that you are helping the sun to set in the evening sky. There are bigger things to attend to. As I was saying, You have spent such a long time trying to correct the course of events or the actions of others. Let it be for a short while as you become the observer rather than the doer. The watchers invite you to break free from the linear, casual place of the petty day-to-day, The watchers invite you to break free from the linear, causal pace of the petty day-to-day. Good Lord. Rise to divine coincidence, to serendipity, and notice how the act of seeing the heart of the matter produces results. The heart of the matter. The penny is not the thing. It's your distraction from the bigger picture, okay? Things happen without you doing anything. Creation unfolds in its own mysterious ways, requiring only a sacred witness. Guys, also, again, needing direction, new beginnings, resourcefulness, right? So, I don't know what's going on. However, we're going to put this aside, and I want to grab different cards, get some more info. Before I do that, I am actually going to look up maybe I can find the symbolism of a stag. Stag symbolism, because that's what I was seeing, like this giant deer. Symbolism. Various meanings, sacrifice, purity, innocence, strength. Also wisdom and nobility in Celtic mythology as well. Let's see, stamina, grace, instincts, maturity, regeneration, and spiritual enlightenment. I love that. Interesting. Pursuit of wisdom as well. And then this one says, stags are seen as a symbol of power because of their capacity for transformation. Okay, so there's a couple things there that you guys can definitely explore. I would look into it further if it has intrigued you. But let's get some more cards on this. I just want to see what's going on. Like, what's the fear? Like, what's the issue? And the balancing act too. I want to figure out here. Is this like a past life contract? Or like, what is the dealio with this? Okay, wait. Let me do that first. I feel like this is like some sort of past life contract or like soul contract that you guys have like agreed to or something. I don't really know, but let's see. Spirit, tell me a little bit about this sacred contract. Where am I in time? 32. Okay. Sounds like I'm right on schedule. If you know, you know. Okay. I feel like just staring at me doing stuff. And then the other one's over here. All right. Tell me about this. Tell me about the sacred contract, Spirit, for the collective. Interesting. I have the Vikings card out here. Let's see if there's anything else I can do here. Tell me about this contract. One more, and then I'm gonna switch. Wow, so you get a couple different things here that are their time frame. So I have Vikings, and then I also have 19th century England. So this may have been something that you guys have carried with you throughout many lifetimes, where you're supposed to do something very specifically, but money keeps getting in the way. And that might be what you're telling yourself. Money is an issue for some reason. But I feel, again, which is so funny because the penny. So the penny might actually be money related. Now that I'm kind of piecing that together, it might be that, again, you're so focused on, like, what I'm hearing is like pinching pennies, like pinching every penny, that you're sacrificing your life for a penny. And it's like, what are you doing? Yeah, money, finances. Yeah, this is like, why is this some sort of like money trauma or inherited maybe money trauma or something? Why are you so focused on money? For what? Why are you so focused on money? Anything else from the stack, Spirit? Oh, yeah. Pleiades, sensitive, people pleasers, empaths, intuitives, communicative, elegant, feminine are all words, keywords for this card. And I did see light codes at the bottom earlier. You guys have a gift to share with the world, but money is creating an issue for some reason. You either don't believe that you can make money doing something that you love, but you love doing it. Or there could be some sort of other... For some of you, you're like ignoring the fact that you're meant to do that thing. And you're kind of just like brushing it off, whatever it is. It could be anything. It could be literally anything. You could also be someone who is a psychic and intuitive, maybe another card reader. Like, you have some sort of energy or gift that you bring everywhere you go, and that's the point. And money is the issue here. And for some of you, I think that what you need to do is separate money from the thing that you're meant to do. And for some of you, you're using money as an excuse as to why you cannot do the thing that you want to do, whatever this gift is. Can you tell me more about this contract for the collective? What is their gift? Can you tell me more about this gift? Okay, so I'm done with this one. I'm moving on to this one. I want to know more about the gift. Like, what's the issue with this? Yo, if that's the card I think it is, I'm gonna pass away. Oh my god. I'm going to ascend. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Stop it right now. Look at are you serious? Guys, oh my god, wow. Material world. Literally, this is the card I was like, I swear, if this is the card that comes out. Material world. Material world, barrier. Yo, I can't. Bestie. Material world, barrier. Listen, and listen to me right now. If you know me, you know, and if you don't know me, I'm just gonna make it real clear for you real quick, okay? I do not like the term twin flame, and there's many reasons behind that, but I'm not gonna go into it right now. Just know that I view this card as a divine counterpart, but I do not ever use the term twin flame in a serious manner, ever. Divine counterpart for me, okay? But anyways, material world, barrier, and twin flame. And bestie, if you have a divine counterpart out there in this world, okay, we're touching on some of the love life stuff. If you have a divine counterpart out there in the world, you cannot meet this person until you overcome whatever money trauma or fear that you have related to money and finances and the material world, money, finances. You cannot meet this person until you overcome this fear, because the way that you're going to do it is through the work that you love. That's how you're going to meet them, is by doing the work that you love, by sharing your gift with the world, okay? You're not going to meet them until you do that. So if that's something you care about, I would suggest you chop. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Look at third party over here. Third party is the money. The third party is the money. For whatever reason, finances is such a huge block for you. I think that personally, if I was you, I would work with an energy healer, Reiki, or integrated energy therapy, or like the emotion code, the body code. Like, you guys need to get in there. Hypnotherapy, if you gotta, like, you guys need to get in there and clear this. Because if you're struggling to clear it right now, like, I just get this sense of, again, like, it's panic, it's anxiety, it's fear, it's the the lack mindset. Like, I feel it takes over your body. That's how I felt when that person jumped down to go grab that penny on the train track. Like, I was like, no fucking way right now. Like, I'm sorry, excuse my French, but I was like, no way. That cannot be that important. Like, no way. And I think that's the perspective that you need, is that something has happened to you and that has created this like chain of events where you're like, oh my God, like, I let that happen to me. Like, I literally was so wrapped up in something else, I let that happen to me. That's what I feel like. It takes over your body. Like, you're losing, say you're in this state of mind, or you're in this physical or energetic state where, again, the fear, the lack, the I don't have enough, that type of feeling, that type of mindset, it's debilitating. It is ruining your life, literally. And I say that so seriously. I would not say that, lightly. It's ruining your life, okay? And then you also have observer here. And what I think this is it feels like you are an observer to your life. You're not even living it. You're literally not even living it. Girly pop. You're not even living it. You are not allowing yourself, like this fear consumes so much of you that you are not allowing yourself to let go and surrender and live life and allow shit to just happen. You're too worried about like the perfect outcome, or you're too worried about like, what if I, like with money, like what if I don't have this, or what if I can't find this, or what if I don't have enough this? And it's like resourcefulness, like it was on the bottom of the deck, like you'll find a way. You will find a way. I promise you will. Especially with this like Pleiades energy, like you have a gift. Spirit is guiding you. You are not alone. You're never gonna ever be alone. Ever, 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 ever. Whether it's ancestors or just through the universe, spirit, whatever, you're never gonna be alone. Spirit, what else can you tell me? Pause. Literally. We read the book. It literally was like, now is the time to pause. Yo, I'm going back to this just for because that's crazy. Literally, that is absolutely crazy. That is so crazy. When watchers appear, it's an invitation to stop doing, pause, get off the treadmill, and take a deep breath. That's literally, that's this. Pause. Sorry, the glare. Pause. Okay? Also, moths could be pretty important for you, or like the Luna moths could be particularly important to you as well. My cat's gonna start scratching around in the litter box. Probably have to go over there and bop them. Oh my god, wow, yeah. Hey! What are you doing? You did it. Oh my goodness gracious. Grief and patience coming out next. I think that, again, grief has been coming up in so many different ways, and a part of this could also be connected in the sense that you have lost something or someone, and that has almost reinforced, or rather exacerbated, those feelings of lack in your life. Because again, like I was saying before, like how am I going to do this without them? How am I going to live this life without this person or without this thing. It's that sense of lack. So much of your identity or who you are in your world is wrapped up in something that, again, it's created. It's not like, it's not an end all be all. It's not like, you know, everything stops. Like, life still goes on. If you fail, if you're embarrassed, if you get judged, if you whatever, fail, again, being subjective, but it's like life continues to move, and you will continue to live. You will continue to just move forward. Day after day, you will try again and try again and try again. Ooh. And if you have actually lost somebody, this might be hard to hear, but life just continues to go on. And that's why I feel like this is just ancestor energy coming in to be like, don't let the loss of something stop you from going after your goals or your dreams. Like, don't let that happen. So we're gonna continue on. Also, someone needs to hear this. Like, it's not a race. It's not a race to get to that thing or to finally get your gift or your message out to the world. Like, it's not a race. Everything in divine timing. Separation, I feel like that goes right along with grief. I really do feel like your worlds have been just like turned upside down. That's what this feels like to me. Like, your world literally has turned upside down because of something. Free will. Wow, check it out. Yeah, you literally can do whatever you want, girl. Bestie. They, them. Yeah, it's like you guys forgot that you have free will. Like, you can do whatever you want. So some of you have lost like an actual person in this life. They have transitioned, and I'm so sorry for your loss if that is the case. Others of you, I am getting that this grief has come from just a person no longer being in your life. Okay, take that as it resonates. Because grief and patience makes me feel like, again, for some of you, there's so many messages coming through here. For some of you, this like lack mindset with the grief and the patience here is making me feel like you're holding on to that penny when there's something much bigger at stake. And that penny could be that you're holding on to this tiny fragment, this tiny sliver of what you believe to be comfortability, especially, okay, we're talking about relationships now. Comfortability, a little tiny, like, it's like a modicum of peace and enjoyment or happiness or whatever. Like, you're holding on to this tiny little piece, and Spirit's like, are you really willing to risk your life for that? Are you really willing to throw it all away for that? Because it's your lack mindset or your feeling of loss that's driving you. It's not really what you want. And patience is making me feel like this time will pass. You will not always feel the way that you feel right now. Right now is not forever, and all things are temporary. Let your emotions flow through you. They will not be there forever. They do not define you. Your emotions are just markers for where you're supposed to be next, where you're supposed to head next. This is not forever. And look, free will, unawakened, divine masculine, and separation. This is what I'm saying. Some of you guys were hung up on somebody in your life. And I can't even go into the details because all I'm feeling is like, why? Why? I don't feel anything good coming from this. I don't feel any reciprocity. I don't feel anything uplifting. All I feel is that sense of like the loss. It's like all that's highlighted to me is the loss and the grief and the pain. but there's no focus on like what you're gaining and what you will gain, because you have all of this, but then you have this on the other side of that barrier. Don't you want the divine counterpart? Don't you want this like flaming love? Like for some of you, the barrier is money, and for some of you, the barrier is your focus on external things instead of what's inside, which again kind of goes hand in hand with the whole lack mindset, because this is material world is the way that this is worded in this card. And also, look, penny head side up too, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So hold your horses, hold on. Cards make my hands dry. Anything else, Spirit, that you'd like to share about this? What's going on with this twin flame situation? Tribe. That's your fam. That's your people. You're meant to meet that person. You are meant to meet that person. Yep. Look at this Tower card coming out. This is called Destruction in this deck, but it's basically like the Tower card. And then you also have Ascending and Tribe. Ascending actually fell over Tribe, kind of like this. So that's the way that I'm taking them. Is like as you ascend, as you go through that process, as you work through the energies that you're dealing with right now. Again, doing the thing, living your life anyway, regardless of those fears. While you overcome your fears, you are ascending to a higher level of yourself, right? And through that ascension process, you find your people. You find your people. And look what's at the bottom, big dreams. This big dreams is just like what we talked about. The contract, the like Pleiadian energy that we had, right? Like this is the contract that you're meant for. Big dreams, that contract. This contract, this thing that you're meant to do, like as you are going through the ascension process, this is what it is, right here. This is what it is. Confidence in your magic too. Let's see if I can grab this one too. Confidence in your magic. This is what that ascension process is. The ascension that you're going through right now. If you feel stagnancy, it's because you're on the precipice of change. You're on the precipice of change, and it's just literally up to you to move. What do you want to do? It's your call. It's your move. What do you want to do? Okay, I want to get some tarot cards as well, just to cap this off, see what else we're dealing with here. You cannot make it up. 2 of Cups. You can't make that up. You can't make that up. Hey. I'm sorry. 2 of Cups and the Hierophant? I know my audience is mostly female. Look, and Towers. The Tower, rather. I know my audience is mostly female, so I'm gonna say it like this. You gonna go get your man or what? Are you gonna go get your man or what? What are you sitting around here for? I'd be out of here. Hell no. If I was you, absolutely not. Literally, Hierophant at the bottom. That is divine union. That is your divine connection. It is Taurus energy as well. So if you have Taurus in your chart, listen, okay? Wow. Wow. All right, so. Oh my God. One cat digging around, now the other one has to. Tell me about this divine union, Spirit. What's on the other side of letting go of that fear, baby? Tell me about this person. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay. I love that. Okay, hold on, I need more. But Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles reversed, 7 of Pentacles reversed as well. Oh, hells yeah. He's really just gonna dig around in there. Those of you who have cats, you'll understand. Hey. As soon as I turn my chair, they're like, oh! Yeah, and then, yep, zooms. Bye. Oh, I just caught that at 55.11 too. Wow. You guys have been waiting for a long time. You guys have been waiting for so long for this person. I literally, this is crazy. Because you have, ignore all the sounds in the background. 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles reversed here. Let me show you these first. These, okay? And all I can feel with this is that you have waited such a long time to find a person who can reciprocate, who can meet you at your level, finding a lot of delays. A lot of delays. I feel like now we're talking about more like romance, right? So like delays in love, delays in reciprocity, or like it's like you're finding people who don't have the same values as you, values, right? Values. And I feel like the person that has most recently left your life, because that's kind of like one of the things I'm picking up here, like we talked about, right? Separation was one of those cards here. Divine Masculine as well. Let's see if I can, separation. I can't pick them up at the same time, but okay. So I feel like this person who left your life, this person, unawakened, this person, it's like you were constantly waiting around for them to just give you back what you put in. You were just constantly waiting on them, waiting on them, waiting on them, waiting on them. And they never delivered. They never delivered. I have a couple more cards, but like I want more before I dive into that because I feel like I could go 2 different directions here. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. So this person that left your life, you have Ace of Wands and you also have the Moon, you have the Empress in reverse. So I feel like okay, cat's going crazy, of course. I feel like this person, this is so like 18 plus, they're like wrestling. This is so like 18 plus, a little spicy here, but the connection, having the Ace of Wands right in the middle, was probably, I would bet, mainly, the connection was mainly of a spicy nature, if you will. That was the premise. Clearly there's some sort of like attraction. I don't even want to say chemistry, because I feel like something is misaligned. But like Ace of Wands to me is like, again, a little spicy, and I feel like that was the premise of this relationship that you were in or with this person. For those of you that this is romantic, right? There are so many messages in this entire reading. Oh my god, I almost wanted to say in this song for some reason. Music could be important for some reason. But having the Moon and the Empress in reverse too is almost like this person, I feel like, really brought a lot of your insecurities to life and exacerbated some of that like lack mindset. There's a lot of energy with the mother here, so it could be mother wounds that this person is like bringing to the surface for you. The Moon is Cancer energy, Empress is Taurus or Libra, but Empress also is mother. So this is mother and mother, like that, mother and mother energy. But I feel like the Moon there is almost like it's highlighting this shadowy aspect. And again, where you don't feel like you're abundant, where you feel like you're lacking with the material world here. Someplace that you feel like you're lacking. Okay. trying to think of how I want to word this next. How do we get to the new person? How do we get to the new chapter? How do we move on from this, Spirit? Wow. Page of Swords and Queen of Swords in reverse. This is, look, and Justice here too. So Justice has the sword of like truth, right? Divine truth. And then Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, you have to be completely done. Whether it's completely done with this person or completely done with these people, you have to be done. Done forever. Done. Absolutely done. You have to be done. Like, that's what I feel like. Oh, I have this pain in my chest too. Oh, this is giving me very heart chakra energy. And especially Justice, the balance on the bottom with this, and how we had that sacred contract earlier. Same thing. There's something needs to be brought into balance, and I think that balance is not going to come until you are done. And you have to mean it. You have to really only say it if you mean it. You know what I'm saying? How do we continue to get to this new person? How do we move forward to this new person, to this new love? Oh my gosh, yeah, look at that. 3 of Cups and 5 of Swords. Okay, so what I'm really getting from this here too, oh my god, not the Queen of Cups on the bottom too. Queen of Cups in reverse, no less. And with the Lovers reverse, more of that mother energy. There's a lot of mother wounds here. And I think that also you pretended that it wasn't there for a really long time. You pretended it was fine, you pretended it wasn't there, you were like, it's fine, I can look past it. I can look past it. I can get over that. I can, manage that. It's like you always just made excuses. I hate to say it like that, but you did. You made excuses for something or someone. You made excuses. And it never ended well, did it? Never. I feel like you were ignoring the fact that this was just always going to end up like this with this previous person. You ignored the way that this 10 of Pentacles for you was disrupted. And that's not something that you should do, considering a lot of your blockages here are fear around, like, especially 10 of Pentacles, fear around stability and security. I'm trying to grab them at the same time with one hand. There you go. Stability and security. And I feel like you never talked about it. You never talked about it, or you never realized how powerful that truth was. It's almost like you didn't want to admit it because, again, lack mindset, fear of loss, fear of abandonment. But what you really wanted this whole time was someone who could do this. 4 of Wands. Divine union. Divine union. Divine union. Someone also here with the 3 of Pentacles and the High Priestess who can meet you again on your level. And Spirit, this is also Spirit saying, like, trust me, we're co-creating. Like, I'm trying to get you there, babe. I really am trying to get you there. But you gotta listen to me. You gotta surrender. You gotta believe. You gotta have faith. You have to have faith. But this also screams that you want to work with somebody or be a part of someone's life who also has a strong connection, like either to their higher selves or to like some sort of spiritual mindset or lifestyle or something, right? But I feel like this is also working with the divine as well. Working with them to create this. It's almost like Spirit's way of saying, like, you have this certain type of knowledge, like, within you. It's there. If you just admit it, if you say it out loud, if you push your energy forward, again, like, yes, there's energy of a pause, but it's more so this mental capacity that I'm feeling. Direct your thoughts towards what you want so we can help get you there, okay? And also, you gotta stop worrying so much about other people and start worrying about yourself, babe. Truly. For some of you, this is like people pleasing, taking care of other people, like doing the most for everyone. You gotta stop. it doesn't mean stop forever. It's just like right now, again, to the pause, right? The pause that we had earlier. Pause. 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 Yeah. You guys are really stuck in a place that you did not want to be for a long time. And I feel like this energy of like settling. And with this too, literally. More of that mother energy with the Queen of Cups. It's just giving Cancer, but it could be any of the water signs. Gemini with the Lovers. Trying to make something work that wasn't going to work. It really wasn't. It just wasn't going to work. And I feel like you were lying to yourself for a really long time. How do we move forward? 5 of Swords, 3 of Cups. To release what isn't working for you. Be done with it, like I said, for good. And celebrate every single happy moment, every single happy step. Like, I feel like the 3 of Cups too is a sense of celebrate. Celebrate and show the universe the things that you like, the things that you want more of, the things that make you happy, that feed your soul. 3 of Cups is a celebration. It's also leaning on your community. It's just you and your girlies yapping, just yapping. And I feel like it's also having those people around you to be like, yeah, that wasn't gonna work, like, you're so right. It is changing your perspective here too, by being like, through failure, there are things, through failure or struggle, there are things to celebrate. Simultaneously, both things can be true. It can be frustrating and disappointing, but it can also be something to celebrate at the same time. Both things can be true. Page of Cups. And then you begin again. You open your heart again. That's really sweet. That is really sweet. Let's see if there's anything else in here. I'm not going to take that because that's a lot of them, but I did see the Wheel of Fortune pop out. Yeah, all right, that is enough. I think we really hit the limit here. So, that was kind of insane, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot here. You guys have so much going on. I feel like it's all very much interconnected. So again, energy healing, the emotion code, body code, like any of those things, I really feel like you guys should explore them, because I think some of the stuff is almost like stuck, because it's just like sewn into you. Like it's this thing that is so deep that I think you just need some help as you work through this energy, as you ascend, as you let go of those fears, you start moving forward and making changes. Because you never know when one singular choice is going to alter the entire course of the rest of your life. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope this resonates. This was a wild collective reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed the reading, hit the thumbs up button, like the video. It helps me get my video out to other people, and I appreciate that. Leave a comment, share, and of course subscribe, so that way you can get notified of all my upcoming videos, because apparently the ancestors have quite a lot to say. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.